Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Golden Bachelorette fans get ugly on Joan Vassos' page. Golden Bachelorette fans are getting ugly on Joan Vassos' page. This is unfortunate as Joan was just trying to have fun. There are some people who defended her. However, that does not fully block out the negative comments. Keep reading to find out more about this. Joan Vassos gets her happily ever after. Joan Vassos was on Jerry Turner's season of The Golden Bachelor. However, she had to leave early so that she could be with her family during a time when they needed her. Fans admired this about Joan. However, she was called back and got to be the first ever Golden Bachelorette. It was hard for Joan to send the guys home, especially since she bonded with them on levels that were not only romantic. However, she ended up finding her man by the end and chose Chop Chapel. The two seemed to be happier than ever. Golden Bachelorette fans get ugly on her page. Joan Vassos posted a video of her and Nancy Hulkower lip-syncing. Some people did not find this entertaining and let her know in the comments. Joan, please stop with the lip-syncing vids. Love you, but you're beyond this. Sorry ladies, you are too old for this. Do people actually get paid for this? Sheesh. When you have to resort to this to try desperately to stay relevant, perhaps it's time to go back to your real life. 15 minutes of fame gets stretched these days, but I think some introspection is a good thing. However, there were fans who defended her in the comment section and let her know they enjoyed the video. Let her live, be kind. This bothers you. Live life a little and have fun. They are just having fun. There are no rules for having fun. Let them enjoy life. So cute. So nice you met on the show and remained friends. The post had mixed reactions. It seems as though fans did not like her lip-syncing. They felt as though she was too old and only doing it for views. However, Joan looked like she was having fun with one of her girlfriends. Other fans defended her in the comments and let her know she can do what she wants. Regardless, the hate gets to some people, and she may be down about it. When ABC first announced The Golden Bachelorette, fans were thrilled. Joan Vassos, the warm, gracious, and quietly radiant woman who had walked away from Jerry Turner's season of The Golden Bachelor due to family obligations, had been given a second chance. For many viewers, Joan symbolized resilience, a woman who had endured life's hardships yet still carried hope for romance. But as filming wrapped and promos began to air, not everyone was cheering for Joan. In fact, her once celebrated Instagram page, once filled with supportive comments, hearts, and flower emojis, became a battlefield where fans hurled accusations, skepticism, and unkind speculation. At first, the comments were simple questions. Why did you even leave Jerry if you wanted TV fame? Are you just here for followers? This doesn't feel genuine anymore, Joan. Joan, who had posted a soft, smiling photo of herself in a lavender dress on her front porch, had intended the caption to be uplifting, grateful for second chances in life. Instead, the replies quickly spiraled into heated debates. One follower accused her of being a plant for ABC from the start, suggesting her exit during Jerry's season was just a setup for her spinoff. Another mocked her age, typing cruelly, "No one wants to watch a grandma date men on TV. Get real." It didn't take long for Joan's loyal supporters to fire back. Fans who admired her grace and authenticity defended her fiercely. She left for her family. That shows character. Stop being nasty. She deserves love just like anyone else. Don't age shame her. Suddenly, Joan's comment section turned into a digital coliseum, with strangers slinging words like weapons, while Joan herself stayed silent. The turning point came after ABC released a teaser featuring Joan holding hands with contestant Chop Chapel, one of this season's standouts. The footage showed them laughing during a vineyard date, their chemistry undeniable. While many fans swooned, others grew critical. This feels staged. She already knows him, I bet. Joan is playing it safe with a nice guy, so boring. Why is she even the lead? Faith or Leslie posted, whether it was a serene nature shot, a snapshot of her coffee mug, or a reflective quote about gratitude, the negativity seemed to grow louder. Behind the scenes, Joan's daughter warned her, "Mom, don't read the comments. It's too toxic." But Joan, being human, peeked anyway. She scrolled through hundreds of responses late at night, heart aching at the strangers who seemed determined to tear her down. At times, she wondered if she had made the right choice in agreeing to the role. And yet, for every cruel comment, there was a kind one that pierced through. "Joan, you give me hope as a widow myself. You remind me of my mom, who passed away. Thank you for representing women with dignity." Those words carried her through the storm, even as the ugliness continued to swirl. One of the ugliest flare-ups came when Joan posted about her late husband. She shared an old black and white photo of him holding her hand, with the caption, "Forever grateful for the love we shared. It shaped me into who I am today." What she intended as a tribute turned into a battleground. If you loved him so much, why are you looking for another man on TV? This is all fake sentiment to gain sympathy. She's exploiting her widow story for fame. The cruelty stunned her fans, many of whom rallied back with passionate defenses. She can honor her husband and seek love. That's what healing looks like. Shame on anyone attacking a widow for moving forward. The debate was so heated it spilled over into fan forums, with threads dissecting Joan's every move. Some claimed she was too reserved to lead a season. Others argued that her calmness was exactly why she was the right choice. Meanwhile, Joan herself struggled to balance her gratitude for the opportunity with the reality of public scrutiny. She wasn't a 20-something influencer used to online chaos. She was a woman in her 60s who had lived a full life offline. The digital backlash felt foreign, invasive, and deeply personal. One night, after reading yet another cruel remark, she whispered to herself, "Why are people so angry at me for wanting love?" But then her phone buzzed. It was a private message from a fan. "Joan, I lost my husband 2 years ago. Watching you be brave enough to love again has given me courage to try. Please don't let the haters stop you." Tears welled in Joan's eyes. In that moment, she understood something vital. This journey was bigger than her. It was about representation, about showing that life after grief was still rich with possibility. Still, the ugliness raged on. When paparazzi leaked photos of her filming a group date at a comedy club, critics swarmed her page again. "You look uncomfortable. Clearly not cut out for this. They should have cast someone more exciting." Even her outfits were mocked. Who wears flats on a date? Where are the stilettos? This is TV, not bingo night. For a while, Joan considered disabling comments altogether, but her children convinced her not to let negativity win. Instead, she took a different approach, posting a candid selfie with a caption that read, "I see the comments. I hear the criticism. But here's the truth. I'm not perfect, and I don't pretend to be. I am a woman who has loved deeply, lost deeply, and still chooses to believe in second chances. If that makes me boring, scripted, or unworthy, so be it. I'm doing this for me, and for anyone else who's afraid it's too late for love." The post went viral, shared by fan pages, and even reshared by fellow Bachelor Nation alums who applauded her bravery. While some trolls continued to sneer, many others rallied in support, flooding her page with kindness. By the time the season premiere drew near, Joan's Instagram was no longer just a battleground. It was a mirror of the cultural clash playing out across America. Some people wanted messy drama, others wanted heartwarming inspiration. Joan, unwittingly, had become the lightning rod in the middle. And while fans continued to get ugly on her page, Joan stood taller than before. She no longer scrolled through comments with dread. She had learned that ugliness said more about the people posting it than it ever did about her.